Okay, so I'm gonna be playing Magic. I just spent like an hour getting I found my stick and I figured out a way to get the Ethernet plugged in. The issue is that I have those like power outlet adapters, so you plug in like oops, god damn it, hold on. Just a second. I don't want to show my email address on here. But my so I have those power adapter things. The problem with them is that you have to you basically have to have an entire outlet dedicated to it. You can't use a power strip with them. The router that's plugged in the garage, the Verizon guy set it up, and the setup they have is using both outlets, so I can't do that. And there's no other outlets in the garage. So I found a long cable, and I can run it from the garage to the computer, which is really annoying. And I'm only going to have it plugged in like that when I'm playing. But I think the cable is chewed on by my dog or something, and it wasn't running properly. So, and then I went to download Street Fighter 4, and I accidentally downloaded Vanilla Street Fighter 4 instead of Ultra. So, that didn't work out too well. And basically, I don't want to mess with it anymore right now. But I'm going to try to see if it will run okay on Wi-Fi. The connection is pretty good. Probably not, though. Then I'll try the cord if that doesn't work. If the cord doesn't work, I have to buy a new cord, probably. We'll see what happens. Okay. And you know, when I moved here, I just told myself I didn't want to bother with fighting games just because of this kind of stuff. It's just it's really such a pain to have to do like to have a hard Ethernet connection because just nobody really wants those anymore, and they never like you know when the Verizon guy's setting up my internet, I don't want to have to be like, hey, I need a hard connection right here, and I didn't even have a desk set up yet, so it was just kind of like, well, I think I'm going to want a hard connection, but I don't know where it's going to be, and so I just kind of let it go, and it ended up being kind of an issue. I do have oh, it doesn't let me edit. Okay. We do have another. He did set another router up upstairs, so I could technically try doing the power outlet adapter upstairs. I just wonder how good that's going to run compared to just doing Wi-Fi. I don't really understand, but I guess it depends how good the electrical stuff in this apartment is. It was built in the mid 90s, I think, so it should be okay, but it's really hard to say for sure. Okay, we don't know what we're up against. This hand is questionable. Sarkhan is a good early card, but I think we need to look for like search for Ascanta and red mana. This is kind of too bad. Um, this isn't a whole lot better, but I at least have cast down available. I have chemist. I'll keep this. It's not good though. That's not. I need another land. Bolus can come out on 4 if we hit our land drops. Cast down will be okay against certain types of decks. Okay, there's another land. That's good. So this is the white weenie blah 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 deck. I don't know how big of a threat that is. I feel like I should just kill it maybe. Oh, this is green white. This is just a 2-drop, but let's wait a little bit. If he buffs it or something, I can always kill it later. Okay, we got all our land drops. That's good. We I guess we want to put this one down. because that's going to come and tap. This one, we have a mountain, so it will be playable next turn. And actually, this is fine. I can play this on his turn. Just take down the biggest threat and then slam down Bolas and hopefully take control of the match from there. Okay, that's perfect. Resolve. 2 for 1. Good thing I waited on that. We're going to 2 for 1 him, and now we're going to make him discard. Pretty sick. And a deck like this really can't afford to get 2 for 1 and then lose a card. It's going to be really hard for him to do anything, I think. And we have a reload right here. A bit slow, but probably the best thing he can do now is just remove this somehow. Just use like, okay, he doesn't have anything, cool. Escanta is pretty good. Can't play it right now. Oh, whoops, I should have played Steam Vents. God damn it. Okay. I really need to be careful with those land drops. Like, that's... Now I have to pay 2 life to be able to... Well, I don't know if I'm going to need all the mana, really. We'll see. Oh. Well, I guess I want all the mana now. Is that blue, 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 red, red, red? Blue, 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 red, black. I think we're not having enough mana right here. Because the black doesn't help. Okay. So we just play tap then. Play Escanta and attack. We should be able to get Niv Mizzet next turn if we draw any source of red mana or blue mana. And this will make it a lot more likely that we will. I kind of like that. We don't really need Niv Mizzet necessarily. I don't want to dump this and then dead draw into something worse. Like another Bolas wouldn't be very good. This will help us lock him out. So we could do Chemist's Insight and then hold mana for Ionize. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we don't have enough mana, never mind. I'm just going to ignore that. I want to Ionize a bigger drop. Like an if he plays an equipment now, or okay, or that. Do I have enough mana to just kill him with this? 4. Yeah, I think I just can kill him. Just a second, I'll be right back. Alright, that worked out fine. That deck was pretty bad, I think. And that's really why you don't want to have enchantments like that as your go-to strategy, because you're investing 2 cards into 1 creature, and like something like, you know, I mean, cast down was probably the best thing I could have had against that, but when you invest 2 cards into 1 creature and then it gets killed with 1 card, you're down a card compared to the opponent. And then against the deck that I'm using, which makes you discard with Bolas and stuff, then you really get behind really fast, and Thought Erasure too. Okay, so this will draw me a card. Oh, no, it doesn't draw a card. It surveils though, and otherwise, this is decent, and I think I'll keep it. A cast down again in the opening hand. Sarkhan is more viable because we have 1 red already. We can play this on 2, and then surveil for another land if we don't get it already. We can also play cast down on 2 if we need to. This can come down on 3. I mean, it's a bit optimistic to say that, but I think it's likely that we're going to have the land by then. Alright, Blink of the Eye is okay if he's kind of aggressive. I'm guessing he's Izzet, just a guess. I think if he's mono blue, he would have already played something else. Okay, yeah. Not really a good draw. So we're just going to Thought Erasure here. So he can play the Enigma Drake next turn. This is a stronger card. He can play it in another turn. We can just cast down on that. I'd rather get rid of his value thing. This is annoying too. But I'm going to take the Crackling Drake out because it draws him a card too. Ionize? No, we need another land right now. Kind of shitty, like, we didn't get the land, so this doesn't really do anything yet. I'm just holding this in case he draws another Crackling Drake and gets a, I guess he didn't have a land though. Oh, he does have a land, yeah. Okay, he's got like 4 opt in his hand. I'm just buffing this. I guess I'll kill it now. There's a land. It's a Guild Gate, unfortunately. The deck isn't supposed to have Guild Gates. I was like, I need to buy my like 5 more lands to make it correct. I'm thinking of kicking, just blanking that, just to, because it's so expensive. It sucks to not do a kicker, but I want to get some tempo here because I don't have a lot of plays right now. I'm not sure what to discard because I can ramp out Niv next turn, I think. I don't think I really need Rawl, although he's already got a pretty good. Maybe I just don't discard. That's fine. Can I ramp him out? No, actually. If I hit another land, I can. Because this swamp is hurting me. I need one more blue or red, and then I can ramp him. I guess I can just. Well, I really do need a land. Yeah. I guess I can search for it. The thing is, if I search for it, then I can't use the ramp. I could play Raw, I guess, or just draw cards. Oh, you didn't do anything. Okay. So this counts as mounted, I think. Yeah. So this is red, 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 blue, blue. So we do 2 blue. What? Oh, he hit Sarkon. Yeah, he must have hit Sarkon. Okay. So I think he's going to kill it with Raw. No, only to target creature. Okay, so he can kill Niv. Kind of annoying. Not really what I wanted there. So I'll probably take Raw, right? It's kind of slow though. I mean, this is slow too. I guess this is just a more annoying thing to do. Like, he'd probably be unhappier to see this compared to Chemist's Insight. It would be good to have an Ionize in hand, but I think I want to just start developing more land. And then I'm going to cycle the other Sarkon. I just want to have land so I can do a big explosion, or if I have Bolus later, I want to be able to flip him. There's like a number of things that are beneficial for having more than 6 land, even though the curve kind of tops out around 6 or 8, depending on how you look at it. Just having more available, then I can do Ionize and do other stuff too. This is going to be really annoying though. We're ahead though, like our Rala's at 6, his is at 3. He's going to have more burn available to bump it down though. I could just do Explosion on it, I guess. We'll see when I draw next turn. That will be a fine use, I think, of Explosion. Well, actually, we'll only take him down to 1 though. If we get another land down, this doesn't count. Okay, he's going to kill Sarkon, I think. Yeah. Thought Erasure is pretty good. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're 1 mana short of being able to kill Raw. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. So I can do Chemist's Insight and then Thought Erasure. Maybe I draw the card first. Yeah, I definitely draw the card first. Oh, okay. So I can concoct out Niv Mizzet. That's probably the play. I guess the problem though is he can just kill it again with a -3, but that does deal with Raw. So, okay, I'll do that. Let's get Bolus first. Oh, I miscounted the mana. I thought I could still do Thought Erasure. The good thing, this forces him, like, either he uses a card to kill this, or he sacks his Raw just to kill that. I'm fine with it. Because our Raw is about to ult, in addition to, like, yeah. If he can play like his own net, okay, that's annoying too. So this will just kill Bolus, I guess. 4, 5, 6, 7. Tricky. Maybe I just do Explosion here instead of Bolus. Explosion for 3, so then he can only do -3. Well, the problem, I guess, is that, like, I think it's worth it. Four, 5, 6, 7. I should have drawn first, I guess. I'll take another one of those. So if he plays Niv Mizzet, we could kill it with Rawl if we had to. We'd probably just want to ult, though. Like, ulting with this pretty much makes it impossible for him to win, I think. Meaning, if he has any way to damage this, he kind of has to do it. And then if he does, I think I'm just going to play Bolus and Thought Erasure to kill his card advantage. Because that's one of the ways to keep him out, is just if he doesn't have any cards, he can't really do anything. I feel like I should be playing this more often. Like, I always have it, and I don't really want to spend the mana on it. But I did have other ways to draw cards. But I don't know, it just seemed like... It seems like I always just kind of let this sit in my hand. Okay, so he's going to hit my Planeswalker with that. Makes sense. I'm probably going to Thought Erasure him first. Just remove his biggest threats. I could also concoct my Niv Mizzet back again. Maybe I just do that first so I can start getting value from it. I would like to see his hand if I can. 3, 4, 5. It uses up a lot of my mana. Let's draw first. I actually just want to land, I think. I'll take the land, yeah. I could Explosion too. Oh no, I didn't take Explosion, so I can't do that. Okay. So let's just get Niv back. Well, he just kills it, doesn't he? Like, every time. So let's do Bolus just because... we'll Thought Erasure first. I'll do Bolus because it's just, like, not the better... Okay, we want to take Niv out. Why hasn't he been playing that? Guildgate, not so much. I guess we can just play Niv. What does he have to kill? He can fight fire on it. He can ionize. Well, no, he can't ionize Niv. He's going to ionize... Oh, no, he doesn't have mana to ionize. Okay. That works. He doesn't really want to discard any of those. Crackling Drake, okay. I don't think I agree with that. Crackling Drake would have drawn him a card, so he kind of lost 2 potential cards by doing that. he probably 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If he draws a land, he can kicker this and kill Bolus and Raw, which is pretty good. Okay. So yeah, my mother-in-law is doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but it's really loud. Okay. Ritual of Soot is useless. I put this in for anti-aggro. It's not going to do anything here. I feel like I need to do that. Oh, let's draw first here. I kind of want to kill Raw while I can, if possible. I'll take Ionize, that's good. So I think we just slam down Niv Mizzet, actually, with Concoct. Bolus would be kind of good too. Actually, Niv Mizzet, I think we can kill Raw if we get Niv Mizzet down by pinging it. Does he have... He has Ionize, right? He's going to Ionize this. That's kind of fine, whatever. I could have Ionized that back. If I do, though, I'd rather Ionize this, really. Because this is just such a big spell. So we'll just come... Oh, no, I need to keep mana up. The only problem with the play I just did is, like... She is getting... she's gonna be able to ult eventually. So I need, like... I need some kind of answer. You know, like, it looks like he's out of cards and stuff, and he is, but... I need to be able to hit her, like, next turn. So that she doesn't get up. And I don't have a way to get Niv Mizzet back right now. I'm assuming I can draw just another one, but... It's kind of, kind of a bad spot. I'm just going to Ionize this, probably. And, like, if I Ionize this, it goes into the graveyard, and then when she ults, she can just cast from the graveyard, but... we'll see. I feel like I'm ahead here, but I do need to get rid of Raw if I can. Like, the advantage of ionizing the Concoct would have been, or the counterspell he did. I could have had Niv out and just started pinging his planeswalkers. The fear I had though is that if he got the extra land, he would just fight fire with fire on it, and then I wouldn't have a counter for it. Oh god, I kind of want to counter that. This puts him so much more back in the game. I think he can just jumpstart it though. I'll just let it go. Okay. If he doesn't play like a really big threat, I also just want a Chemist's Insight at the end of his turn, so that I can actually use the mana. Like, maybe I should have ionized that, but my thinking was like, it's just gonna be able. He's just gonna have it in the graveyard, and then he jumpstarts, and what? Where did he get that from? Oh, he had a land that I forgot the amulet did that. Okay. So his game plan is to just like double fight fire, I think. So I have to hold that up for the fight fire with fire. Like that's... Otherwise he's going to have 20 damage to spread however he wants. So this is just like, no matter what he plays, I just have to hold this until I use it on that. And I can never spend the mana beyond, like, I can't spend all the mana. I always have to have 3 open for that. I think he's probably thinking, do I do it? Does he have the mana to do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he doesn't even have the mana for it. Oh, he has her. 7, 8, 9, 10. So if he uses Jaya, I don't know how to say that. Okay, it's my turn now? Wait, no, it's still his turn. Okay. Alright, cool, he didn't do anything. Bolas is good. That's good. So, she's not going to be ult next turn. But he could cycle with her, which would be annoying. Bolas just dies to Rawl if I don't kill it. I think I have to kill Rawl. So this is 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have just enough mana left for Ionize. So we tap our black first. Red, red, blue, blue, black, red, explosion on Raw. Jesus, taking forever. Draw my cards. Resolve. Does he ionize it? If he has ionize, I think he does ionize it, because he needs his Raw, I think, to keep my creatures in check. He's digging for ionize, I guess. Do I ionize? No, I need to save ionize for fight fire with fire. That's that goes without saying. A bunch of land. Okay. So I killed Rawl, thank God. Let's draw a card. This timer is driving me crazy. I have a timeout though. Okay, whatever. We keep our mana open for ionize. Oh. Maybe I actually should have discarded Demise and Soot probably, because the land actually would have been helpful in the very, very long run, and this is seeming to be a very long game. So he's going to kick fire with fire, I think, now. And I'm just going to counter it, and that should be his whole turn. Hopefully. But I can ult with Rawl next turn if I want. Probably I do want to, yeah. He's pretty forced into, what's this? Can I read the card, please? Okay, I guess not, but I assume it's good, so I'm going to counter it. I seriously, like, that's kind of an oversight in the UI, isn't it, that you can't read the cards you're countering? Okay, yeah, so that was a good card to counter. He's just doing it again? Am I missing something? Oh, yeah, he had 2 of them. Did I fuck something up? What did I... I'm so confused. What happened there? That's not good. So now she can ult. Unless I get... What can I even get that would hit her? Another explosion? I don't even think I have another one in the deck. I guess I have to draw, though. That's shit. I don't know what happened, honestly. So Thought Erasure does nothing. Bolas doesn't do much of anything. He can just go straight. He's just going to cast that from the graveyard and kill me. That sucks ass. That's not good. So I quite honestly don't understand what happened there. I countered that, I thought. So he plays that from the graveyard, and Either of these in the graveyard just kill me. If anyone knows what happened there, let me know, because I have quite honestly no clue why that didn't counter. The entire game, I was playing with that Ionize as I'm not going to lose because I have this Ionize available, and then I lost because because it didn't do anything. Like I don't get it. Hey Dimitri, what's up? Like seriously, I don't think it's an option to counter your own spell that you just cast, so I don't think I misclicked it like that. I don't think you can counter the ability of that land, so I don't think I clicked it like that either. I really don't know what happened. It was like I countered the spell. He just put something. He shouldn't have had enough mana to do enough. Like there would have been 2 in the graveyard if I had. This is a good hand. I'll keep it. Like there should have been 2 of those cards in the graveyard if he cast it twice, and I only saw 1 in the graveyard. Really frustrating. Okay, so probably white weenie. Enter tapped because I don't have a play until turn 4, but this play should be really good. Depending on how he curves out, I guess. If he curves out really hard, we're going to be in trouble. Because turn 4 is really slow. This grows really fast. The main issue is like, if this is a 5/5 when Bolus comes out, it's not very good for me. And it's going to grow. It's going to be a 4/4 this turn. Then I'm going to play Bolus, and then it's going to be a 5/5 in attack. So it is going to be a 5/5. Oh, it's already a 5/5. Holy shit. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. This other one's going to be a 5/5 too. Not looking good. I guess I killed the healer's hawk, which is, and then I just die. This guy is going to become a, yeah, this is going to be a 6/6. Fuck, man, this is bad. He curved out. $11, $12, $13. I'm going down to 1. Maybe, I guess I killed the Vanguard instead of the Hawk. Like, this is a better card at this point, but it doesn't feel good. Wow, he even has a trick to win in the game. Cool. Well, at least that didn't take 20 minutes to lose. I needed a board clear, I guess, to not die there. Like in the opening hand. I guess a cast down would have been really good too. I could have just cast down the first Pride Maid. And that really would have slowed him down to let Bolus actually do something. It's hard when you're doing best of 1, and this would have been good too. When you see these opening hands, it's like, okay, well, if I'm against aggro, is this really good? I don't know. And this hand is another issue where it's like, okay, if I'm against that same guy, this is a good play. But from then, I don't really have a lot. But I'm going to keep it because it feels a little bit greedy to mulligan, I think. Just because, like, if this isn't aggro, I think the hand is good enough. I can get Sarkhan out, probably. If I just get another red mana, there's a good draw. And this is like a hedge against aggro. Okay, no land draw is really bad. Let's hope he misses a land. Oh my god. Alright. I can bounce it. Let's do it. I don't want to lose a card here. I still have to do it. Okay, fuck it. That sucked. Now he just gets to play it again. So I just helped him by doing that. Okay. That's a big mistake. Not the land we wanted. So he plays this again, yeah, because I helped him bounce it to his hand. So he gets that just like, I don't know, that's the kind of move that just makes you lose the game, I would say. I don't want to really give that up, but I didn't want to drop this because if I had drawn any, well, I guess I would play Bolas, but this would have been playable soon if I ever draw a land. I don't know, that was such a blinking, that was such a misplay. I just figured, like, I guess when it enters the battlefield, and it did enter the battlefield, it's not like I was countering it. So I should have known better. Alright, that doesn't really matter yet. Okay. So I'm just going to discard a Niv Mizzet, I guess. I didn't get a land again. I do can ionize at least, so we'll see what he does. But hopefully he spends like all his mana and I can ionize it. I'm just going to go ahead and ionize that because I'm going to lose a card either way. I'd rather just use the ionize and not let him surveil and do a little bit of damage. Okay, no land again. Cool. Eldest Reborn. I don't think a creature has been played at all. Oh, he got Doom Whisper from Surveil, so he just gets to play that. Oh, my Niv Mizzet, right? Yeah, okay. I guess I concede here. Yeah, I didn't get a land for like 5 turns. And I made a really dumb misplay too, so that didn't help. Alright, let's not do so terrible again. Let me check this quest real quick. Okay, yeah, fine. So thinking about the mulligan, I think with this deck, for this event, I'm going to try to not keep 2 land hands unless I have like Search for Escanta in hand. I think I need to be more greedy in mulligan so that I have 3 land, because I don't really do anything on this deck until 4 mana. Like, I don't put a creature down until 4 mana. And 2 lands is just like, you're just asking to run out of mana. Okay, so here we have 2 land and Search for Escanta. I don't really like the hand, though. But I did just say if I have 2 lands. Of course, these are both going to be tap lands that don't... I'm going to mulligan. This won't even be playable on turn 2. Unless I draw another land. Well, this is even worse. I do get the Scry one. I'm going to keep it. The Bolas is at least a turn 4 play. This is good against aggro. I just need to Scry for land. You suck at this game. Alright, thank you. Okay, so it's the white cards, the Pride Main growing up and getting uncontrollable deck. So I need to use this to try to get the lands. This will help a lot. He didn't get a creature down on turn 1, which gives me a good amount of time. And hopefully we can get this down on turn 4 before his creatures become 4/4 or bigger. Concoct will actually be good. Or I'm sorry, Connive will be good if we can steal one of his dudes. Ritual of Soot is also really good, but we don't have any black mana yet, so that's not looking very playable. Yeah, like I'm not very good at this. I've only been playing for a few weeks, so I'm trying to get better. I'm gonna throw that down. I need a land right now. Okay, good. So we need a black mana though. I think I'm gonna throw down. I'm gonna sack one of these bolas to try to draw land. Try to draw a swamp. I could also give up the concoct, but ultimately that will let us get a bolus back, or we can use it to connive. So I think it's better to just dump one of these. I could have done that during his turn too, but okay. So we did get the black mana. We can pay 2 life to get bolus out next turn. That'll be good. It'd be good to get another swamp also in case he gets the board flooded. Okay. I have to be really careful against this card. Okay. Let's see here. I would like to have an Ionize in hand, but we already have one here, so let's just throw it in the grave. We need to get more land out to actually be able to play that consistently. This contests the angel for now. The scary thing is if this manages to create a token, it's really bad. If we draw another swamp, I should be able to clear it with ritual, which I might even do, just to get it off the board. Hopefully he'd play other creatures into that, but getting another swamp is pretty unlikely. We have like a lot of guild gates and lands that I don't get swamped from. Okay, that's really annoying. So this has 5/5 lifelink, so if this ever hits, he's going to create a token. I think I have to make that trade for sure. He doesn't have any combat tricks up, so just do that. Sarkhan, Ritual of Soot doesn't do anything anymore. We actually need, like, what do we even need? Sarkhan is like a threat, at least, but I'm just wondering how good is it really. If I play Sarkhan, I don't have Ionize up. I think I need another land, actually. Would be good. Okay. So I can concoct and just play Bolus again, or I can wait and Ionize. Bolus doesn't really contest this at all. I guess if I used Explosion, it would. So let's do it. Because this also makes him discard another card, which is nice. Surveil. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll drop that. We'll keep Niv. The fact that he has so few cards is pretty good. This isn't nearly as scary as this. I really question his attack there. I don't think he should have attacked with it because like that was his combo, and he just like gave it up for pressure, I guess. But it doesn't really make sense to me that he did that. All right. So we're going to get Niv Mizzet now in hand. Oh no, a Mountain, sorry. Yeah, Mountain and then Niv Mizzet, so we can play Niv. Keep it. Okay, so I'm not going to attack. What we want to have happen, we're going to... Oh, he's got first strike though. I was going to say that I use Explosion after I trade, but he has first strike, so we're actually not going to damage him at all. He's at 31 health. Do we even attack? It's kind of shit. I think I'm just going to chump with Bolus, and then we can play Niv Mizzet next turn. We can use Ionize on anything he tries to play. It feels shitty to do this, but like Niv is a 5/5 that will actually it doesn't actually trade with this either though, unfortunately, because this has first strike. Okay. I think I'm going to use one explosion though, because I just want to draw cards with it. Draw a card with it. No, I'll save it. Because I can do it when Niv Mizzet is out, I guess. The problem here is he's, like, we can't actually trade here, and we need to find an answer for this card. But Niv Mizzet will help us find the answer, hopefully. Ionize isn't up either, that's not good. I don't think I can just sit there and ionize. Well, this hits me for 5. But I can do, like... Yeah, that's really annoying. Well, Ritual of Soot will deal with that, I guess. I can't target the tokens right now, which is annoying. Okay, I'll just target him. So I don't block because it will just kill my Niv. Niv is the only way I win the game here. Swamp. Fucking, like... I kind of do need the swamp, honestly. Not thrilled about it, but... So we're going to ping off these tokens. Well, no, that didn't make any sense. I think I'm going to play Soot. No, maybe I don't. I think I just... It doesn't feel good to do it, but I think I just use Explosion on 4, 3... Wait a minute, I can kill Lyra now with Explosion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Because I'm going to draw 3 cards, so this kills him. And then he's only going to be able to get 1 attack through, I guess. Or actually, I think I have an extra ping and I can just clear the other token and block the token. Did I kill it already or not? Like, I wish it would just show me the thing dying, because I want to kill those tokens, right? Okay, so I mistargeted. The thing is, I didn't want to accidentally target these dudes and then have it turn out that I didn't kill Lyra. Like, I was pretty sure I was doing that wrong, but I couldn't risk. Like, it's pretty shitty though. That's just, I'm going to take 1 unnecessary damage. If he's able to buff these, I'll take even more than that. Okay, whatever. I mean, he's going to gain a lot of life, but eventually that's not going to matter, probably. Graveyard, please. So I'm not going to target that again. Okay, it's just doing it right there. He shouldn't have any way to do direct damage to me, so as long as I can keep the board clear, he shouldn't be able to win. I'm keeping mana open for my Ionize. I should just lock him completely out, hopefully. There's not really... Yeah, like, okay, fine. Just draw forever. Yeah, Niv Mizzet is pretty broken. Like the reason, his it's pretty interesting to see how they balance cards and stuff like that because like you look at his mana cost, you pretty much have to be really deep into red and blue to be able to play him at all. So that's one downside. The other downside, I guess, is like he can't be countered, but he is just a 5/5, so you can pretty much just remove him with any removal spell. But in this kind of situation where you're just like, where the situation he's in, he's not. I'm just gonna keep drawing, and I'm gonna have Ionize up all the time, so he's not gonna be able to do anything probably. And yeah. I didn't want to use Explosion on him because I don't want to like risk decking myself or discarding a bunch of stuff, but I am going to use it eventually, I think. Maybe just do it now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it wasn't 9. Was it 8? I wish it would just show me. Okay, fuck it. I can't count. Well, I wish he would just like concede instead of making me waste so much of time here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just say 10. The problem is like if I do 10, I'm hitting him for 20. I guess there's no problem, right? Okay. Am I going crazy here or? So I just miscounted. Okay, thank God. So I beat him by tediously tapping my land. And he just got so sick of watching me do that that he's conceded. But he should have conceded like quite a while ago. I haven't had the Ritual of Soot actually do anything yet. The fact that it's double black is really kind of bad, but it really does clear a lot of stuff. If you, there's, I guess I did win once with it last night, but okay. Kind of a weird hand, but I'm gonna keep it because we've got good land. We've got Escanta. These aren't really playable until we get black, but that should be okay. Escanta will really help us find a swamp. If we're against aggro, we can hopefully cast down pretty early, and then that slowdown will hopefully give us time to get mana for this, and then that should keep us in the game. But yeah, it depends, what happens. Oh, I did that wrong. God damn it. Alright, it doesn't matter though. No, it does matter. Yeah, it does matter. I should have played the Steam Vents and then Sulfur. They look the same to me. Like, the art looks too similar. I don't know. It's not really that similar, I guess, but... Yeah, I hate to... So he's red-white. That, like, sounds like aggro. He's got Field of Ruin. Keeping this keeps our land going, but I need to get a swamp pretty badly. Okay, that's good. Okay, so he's playing a lot of colors here. Looks like it's probably almost certainly a control deck. So it's not as important to get the swamp immediately anymore. I'm more interested in drawing Bolus at this point, or even like Thought Erasure would be pretty good. Just something that we can start gaining an advantage in the control matchup. Sulfur Falls, I don't think I'm going to keep that. It's like, I feel greedy not taking a land here, but alright, that's fine too. It's just like, I want to get a playable thing. Like Bolus would be our best draw at this point, I think. And if I just keep taking land on this, the risk is that I end up having a lot of land and nothing to do. Explosion will always be good though, and the more land you have, the better it is, so maybe I do keep it sometimes. He's not doing anything either. That's not good at all, graveyard. Alright. Kind of scary because we're both not doing anything. Like, I don't have an Ionize in hand. That would be a really good draw too. Because eventually he's gonna do some big thing probably, and I do have a cast down, but if he plays like a legendary creature, that's not gonna do anything. Okay. I could copy that. Is that worth copying? It's mana efficient, but I'm giving up an explosion. I think I'm going to copy it. I want to be able to do something. Like, we need to draw Bolus or something, and this is on his turn too, so it's better use of the mana. Oh, resolve, yes please, okay. Okay, Niv Mizzet's a pretty good draw. We have the land for it, so yeah, I'll take that. We got another expansion explosion, so it just cycled itself, basically. Alright, I don't know, it's like we didn't lose it even. So Niv Mizzet was probably actually, at this point, was the best draw we could have had. Let me see, I do have the mana for it, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I do, yeah. I'll keep that. And so he shouldn't be able to counter that. He will be able to remove it if he's got removal, and chances are he does have removal. The fact that he's mostly blue, he doesn't have any black, he could kill it with a burn spell. The thing is, even if you use a spell to kill this, I still draw a card, right? So here, I'm going to draw a card. So it's like, I got good value out of that. So Thought Erasure, I might even Thought Erasure twice if I don't draw anything better. Because he's probably got some crazy stuff in his hand since he hasn't been able to play anything at all. Well, I'll take that, yeah. Alright, Thought Erasure, see what he actually has. Is he going to try to counter that? No. Oh, okay. Essence Scatter is annoying. So I can kill 2 of his cards. Settle the Wreckage, I don't really care about that much. We're going to take away Essence Scatter and Seal Away. Sarkhan, yeah, I'll take Sarkhan. Oh, I don't have the mana for it, fuck. Because I only have 1 black mana. Okay, that sucks. Well, that's fine. We do have Ionize up, so I mean, there's nothing in his current hand that he's actually can play. This is all just reactionary cards, so I don't really care that much. If he draws a single good creature, I'm just going to counter it. Sarkhan is still on top. Okay. So if I can do either Sarkhan or Thought Erasure. He can't Essence Scatter Sarkhan. I'll just play Sarkhan now and start getting him going. I'll save that for later. Like, I don't really need to. I don't know if you guys can still see me, but my internet cut out. So he syncopated it? Okay. I'll ionize that. Normally I wouldn't like play ionize on a card like that, but I know his hand pretty well. He doesn't actually have any plays. I want to start getting some pressure going, and this is one way I can do it. And he's free to use, yeah, he can bounce this if he wants, like whatever. I forgot I even had this in the deck. I draw it so seldom. Escanta, okay. It would have been better to ionize this, I guess, but Thought Erasure, it doesn't feel amazing or anything. Like, I think my connection died again. Library, yes. I shouldn't have transformed that. He has Field of Ruin. I forgot about that. God damn it. Okay. We'll just play Bolus, though. Like, oh, he has Essence Scatter in hand. God damn it. I should have known. Like, I knew he had that. Why did I do that? Yeah, I fucked up really bad there. Okay. So, Sarkhan, I guess. I'm not going to Thought Erasure for one card. I shouldn't have transformed that. I remember when I saw the Field of Ruin, I told myself I should keep that in mind. But I kind of forgot about it because it was so long ago. So I'm going to cycle... Blink of an Eye could be good against Planeswalkers. But the other stuff is just kind of better, so... Spit Flame deals with Planeswalkers too. Alright, Bolus is good. How did he already transform that? Oh, if you have 7 or more in your graveyard, right? Okay. So, if I Thought Erasure, I could potentially, like, search out another counter spell. But then Bolus isn't even making him discard. I think I just use Bolus and see what happens. It sucks if he can counter it, but alright. So he had... Oh, right, he had settled the record. I guess that was a second copy, though. Okay, he has Chemist's Insight. Is that Jumpstart or in hand? I can't tell. I want to make him discard it if it's not a Jumpstart. I think it's a Jumpstart. Okay. So, we're going to just chill, I guess. I still don't know what this guy's deck is supposed to do. I haven't seen a single threat in the deck. Like, it's been all removal and counters and card draw. There's not been a single, like, creature or win condition or anything. Okay, so I'm going to do Thought Erasure to draw out his counter, and then I'll just Chemist's Insight, I think. He can counter that, or he can just discard it. It's the same result, right? Okay, thank God. Like, I still don't know what that guy's deck was trying to do. No idea. Maybe it was some kind of combo deck and he just didn't draw a single combo piece. I don't know. Because it's not as if I just never saw his hand. I revealed his hand a few times and he just had like nothing in there that was going to actually win the game for him. Um, this hand is okay. No black mana is kind of scary, but I'm going to keep it because it has 3 land. And if I do draw into the black mana, it will be okay. Okay, that's at least something we can do. I do just want to keep trying land at this point. Like, okay, that's not good. Would have been good if we could have ionized that. It'd be really good to get a swamp so I can see what he has in hand to know what I should counter. Looks like we're not going to get it though. I need 2 swamps for Connive. I don't think Connive is going to matter in this matchup though. It will just be Concoct. Okay, yeah, just not going to get that. At least we are getting land every time though, so we're pretty far ahead on land. When we do, if we draw like Nif Mizzet, it will be pretty good. And we do have Ionize open, so that's always good too. The problem is he's full Izzet also, so like if he gets his Nif Mizzet out, we can't counter it. We can't cast it down either. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Well, Niv is fully playable if we draw it. We also can use expansion. If he decides to draw cards, I'm probably just going to do expansion instead of Ionize. Because at this point, I think it's better for us to have the cards. I don't know. He's been having that scout out the whole time, so his card quality is pretty... Like, he probably has more cards that he wants. Like Niv. Okay, yeah, cool. Well, can't do anything against this. This is the best thing he could have had. Explosion doesn't even come close to killing it. If we had drawn a single swamp, I could have just made him discard that. Oh, there's the swamp, a little bit late to the party. Well, I guess we thought erasure now. Like, there's nothing else to do, so draw him a card for that. Yeah, cool. Wow, okay, that's scary. So we basically can't do anything, I don't think. Anything I cast is going to get countered. We have 1 Ionize to counter one of his Ionizes, but then he can just use another one. Crackling Drake isn't really even scary yet. Too much. I really don't know what to do, honestly. Let's just take away one of his. I'll take the Drake away. I don't know. I don't know what's right. Just seeing that hand makes me feel like I can't win, though. The only upside is that he doesn't have any other thing to play, but having Niv Mizzet in hand, like Niv Mizzet that I can't deal with, is just a nightmare. I need like I don't know. I need something good. I guess if I get enough mana, I can just hit it with explosion, but then he can just ionize, right? So there's no like, there's no way I can actually like hit it with removal and have the removal resolve. Because I think Spitfire isn't good enough. I think I lost. Let's see what I draw. Well, that's a bit late. I'll just concede here. There's no play I can make at all. I needed like if Bolas had come out earlier, it would have been a lot different too, because I could have traded with Niv and then used Explosion or something before he had more mana, before he had like every counter spell in his hand. But with all those counter spells, it was just like the problem was I didn't have any play to make, and then when I finally did draw one, a few turns later probably, it would have been countered like 4 times in a row. Okay, I have all of the land that I need and some okay cards. I'll keep it. This would be a better hand if I had Bolas or something like that. But I'll take it. You know, at least we have all of our colors here. Okay, mono blue. I think it could be Merfolk though. So we want like Ritual of Soot or Vraska's, what's it called? I forgot the name of that. Oh no, he has Merfolk then. Okay. We really want Ritual of Soot, but the problem with Ritual of Soot is you need two swamps, and I don't have that yet. This deck kills you really fast. Okay, there's a second swamp, but no Ritual of Soot, so we can dig for it, I guess. Like Ritual of Soot pretty much wins the game against this deck. That's like one thing it has going for it. But you know, I have 51 cards, and there's only one copy of Ritual in the whole deck. Concoct or Connive will eventually... I could do that next turn, actually, if I don't draw Ritual. Bolas is better, actually. So... we can't play Bolas, though, because we don't have... oh, yeah, we can play him. So I could steal one of his guys or play Bolas. I think Bolas is far and away a better play. We can always steal a guy later. This takes a card away and it lets us just block everything except the unblockable guy. Okay, so he sacked his card that is like the value card. He's probably going to play a 2-drop and a 1-drop. Just go as wide as he can around Bolas. This is a priority to take out because it buffs all of the other guys. So we can't steal these guys anymore. But if we steal this, these all get debuffed. Am I dead already, though? These are both unblockable. They're going to be 2/2s. He's going to take me down to... No, these are all unblockable. That's incredibly frustrating. Okay, so... if I steal this guy, they all become... this becomes a 1/1, 2/2, 2/2. But I can't block any of them. So 4/5 damage. So I have to steal the River Snake, but then these are 3/3s that I can't block. So I believe I'm just dead. If I Chemist's Insight, I don't have any mana open. Oh, that's so shitty. I'm just making sure I'm not going crazy. So he attacks unblockable 6 damage. Yeah, that's it. I guess I just needed a board sweep, but the problem is I'm playing best of 1, and I can't, like, if I put too many the board sweeps are useless in a control matchup. So if I put too many of them in there, I can no longer, I'm just going to dead draw a bunch against control. So I think having 2 of them in the whole deck is like reasonable. The problem with the board sweep though is you kind of need it immediately, and you need the mana for it immediately, or you're just going to die. The decks that you need to sweep against are going to kill you really fast. Okay. It's an okay hand. A bit heavy on land. Thought Erasure is good. Ionize is good. This is a playable. I'll take it. Okay, so it's a pretty aggressive deck. We're going to play the Guildgate first. This is frustrating. Like, it doesn't matter right just yet, but if he gets the Pride Mate down, it's going to be a really big problem. I'm going to play this, I guess, because I'll be able to Thought Erasure if I need to. Really, I have to save the Ionize, though, next turn. That's really what I have to do. That's what I was afraid of. So this is just going to get out of control. So I need like eventually I'll be able to play Concoct on something or Connive on something and steal it and chump block. But really, that's not where I want to be against a 4/4. It's just going to be bigger every turn, too. The Ionize is going to stop it from growing, at least. He didn't actually have a card. That's so annoying. So I kept the mana open for nothing. Okay, well, I'll play the Guildgate just to have Connive available next turn. I can't play this. I need to keep Ionize open to prevent that from growing, to prevent it from getting more creatures down. Stealing this is just going to let me chump block one time, but at least it removes some damage from him too. Maybe he puts down a better target to steal. Actually, I'd have to counter it no matter what, but we'll see. So we could play Rawl. We don't have any instants in our graveyard, so it doesn't really do anything. So we're just going to steal the dude. This buys us like another turn, generally. We can't Ionize now, though, so that's a pretty big downside. I think we had to do that, though. It's just like, he hasn't had anything. He probably drew it right now, though, if we're unlucky. He drew a, yeah, there he goes. So we could have countered that, and now we can't. Oh, this got tapped because I stole it, so I didn't even get to chump it. A little bit late on this one. We needed this a while ago. We can still chump now, though, at least. I guess I do Thought Erasure and keep Ionize open. We're going to go down to 1 health, but we shouldn't die, at least. I mean, I don't think it's very likely we're going to win, but... So he could have played Conclave Tribunal for lethal. Bolas is okay. It still doesn't solve the problem. It might be able to win it. We'll see. So I was thinking about spit flaming this guy, but I have to keep the spit flame so that Bolas can maybe kill Pridemate. I mean, it's not looking good, that's for sure, but we have basically whatever he tries to do, I'm going to ionize it. And then this shouldn't grow. And then Bolas is going to take away any other card he has. Oh, fuck. I forgot he could do that. Yeah, so I have to kill that then, because otherwise I'm going to die. So I actually have to spit flame it now, which sucks. Now I have no answer for the Pridemate, but I was dead if I didn't do that. Actually, when I summon Bolas, I can just pay mana and get the Pridemate back, or get the spit flame back. Oh, but now it's going to be a 9/9. Fuck. Why did he even? Oh, because this gave it lifelink. fucking so annoying. Okay. Well. If he gets, I want him to get rid of this. This doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. So now I'm afraid that this is actually a good card. And we're one off from being able to kill that. We can we have to chump though, that's the shit thing. Like this just is pretty unwinnable, I guess. We could get cast down, would just kill it. It's pretty unlucky that we haven't drawn it. I guess there's only 2 in the deck though. Okay. Fuck, man. So cast down, we're gonna spit flame this, I guess. And then if we got cast down, we'd have the board clear at least. But it would be a long way to go to win. Maybe I just need to be more picky about my opening hands and mulligan more often. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's any out. This could draw cast down, but then I wouldn't have enough mana to kill that. Let's just see if I get cast down. I don't know. No. Okay. Okay, so I'm just wondering if I'm mulliganing correct. Like, I feel like a lot of people tell you not to mulligan unless you really have to. So I'm always a little bit hesitant to mulligan unless I really feel like the hand is just unplayable. But I also feel like I'm continually getting these hands that are just like, if they're aggro, I just don't have a chance. So maybe I'm going to do another run, and if I keep getting aggroed, if I keep losing to aggro really bad, I think I have to consider changing the deck up a little bit and putting in some more board sweep or just more cheap removal. Maybe like another copy of Cast Down. Because like, if I had just had Cast Down, he wouldn't have been able to win. That was he all-in on that creature. He didn't really have any other creatures to play. And so there was just this one thing I couldn't remove. And so yeah, like Golden Demise in the opening hand is really good. Ritual of Soot is a little bit much. If we're playing against control, it's not great, but we'll keep it. Thought Erasure is good against control. This is like, if we put more of these into the deck, we'd be more likely to have one in the opening hand, which would really, really help against aggro. So. because now if we are against aggro, the only thing is these both take 2 swamps. That's really the downside on those. 2 swamps is kind of a heavy cost. All right. So we just want a thought erasure here. He's gonna ramp. He wants to ramp, so we wanna, okay. I really don't want to deal with that card. This is kind of far away, but it's a bigger threat. I just have to assume I'm going to have removal for this. I don't want to deal with this thing. Oh, I did it wrong. I just clicked off the wrong thing, but it was close anyway, so it's fine. Do I take more mana? I don't think so. Not right now. I need to draw into some removal. Now I know, like, I did that kind of wrong. I hate this card because you have to kill it like multiple times. And it directly contests Bolus if I draw Bolus. And then I trade, and then he gets 2/2/2s. I could at least bounce it. I don't really want to play Golden Demise on this board at all. But this would let me do it. I think I just want to get the guild gate down now, though. And I'm going to bounce this just so that he can't play this guy yet. It doesn't feel great, but we don't really have any answers in hand yet. And just slow him down a little bit is kind of important, I think. Oh my god, okay. So I could actually just like sweep the board now. This would get a lifelink, give a lifelink token, but he'd lose some mana. If he doesn't have land in hand, he won't be able to play that next turn. I feel like he probably does have land in hand though. So this doesn't really do a whole lot. This would be good if we have Bolus out to trade better or to sweep those tokens later. I'm just gonna wait. I don't know. On a tablet? No, they don't have. It's still in beta, but I do think they've designed it from the ground up to work on tablets. They just don't have it in yet. But because the controls, you don't really need any keyboard. There's no right clicking. It really feels like something that's designed to work on a tablet. And yeah, I'd really like it to work on the tablet so I can play in bed and stuff. But yeah, I mean, they haven't announced when it's gonna be there, but I would assume it's gonna like go retail, go non-beta, and then okay, that's good. That's really good. And then probably like if it's not really soon after, I would assume they're prioritizing that because they know that draws in a lot of extra players. All right, we have to keep mana open for that. It doesn't really matter which one of these we play. I think the guild gate, because we don't need it, we just play it. Whereas we can shock that if we really needed it. I'm glad I got rid of this, even though I accidentally misclicked. Now I don't have to deal with that at all. I just can counter that. Why hasn't he played it yet? He's probably going to now. Yeah, they don't even have a Mac version of this game yet. You have to play on Windows. But I think they're going to have a Mac version at retail release. Okay. He's playing around Counterspell, I guess. That's the only thing. He's just saying, okay, I have pressure on the board, whatever. If I play Sarkhan, I cannot... Wait. If I play Steam Vents, can I do both? 3 red. 3 red. Yeah, right? 3, red, blue, 1. Yeah, okay. Tricky question here is if I should actually get rid of a card or not. I kind of hate to get rid of any of these because they're both pretty valuable. The problem is I'd much rather have like Bolus. If I could say, if you told me you could trade this for Bolus, I would do it. Or Niv Mizzet, for instance. I think I'll get rid of Soot because it's more expensive. Like, I need to draw into something more proactive. If I just sit here, these guys can just start attacking Sarkhan. He doesn't really want to have to attack Sarkhan because he's been chipping away at my health. That's pretty good. So, I expect him to play this now. It's very, very suspicious, though, that I played a tap. I played Steam Vents and paid 2 life to get it out now, just to have 3 mana open. It's like saying, hey, look, dude, I have Ionize. So, and he knows that I know he has that card. Okay. So what am I more afraid of? 3 1/1s or this thing? Clearly this clears out all those, so I'll let him play that. And then I'm just gonna clear the whole board. So I just got value for the Golden Demise now. I could steal something, but I mean, obviously, I think I just have to clear the board here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Which I want to make sure I have mana open for Ionize still. Let's 3. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, and now Connive Concoct. At least I could steal something next turn. I'm gonna Ionize this. Do I cycle it though to try to get a better play? I think I'm gonna play more slow and not do that. Just because like I have 2 Ionize in hand. I expect he's gonna have to try to play this now. He's been just waiting to play it. He's been trying to play around. He's probably thinking like, shit, man, if he does have counter, I need to bait it out. These cards probably aren't very good. Yeah, I'm not under any real pressure yet. And if he doesn't develop another minion, another creature, I'm happy to just steal that. Except, I need another land to do that. Okay, that's not a land. So tricky decision here is like, this doesn't really do it. Stealing this doesn't really matter. I think I just keep Ionize open. The real question is like, if I'm not going to do this now, should I just cycle it? I think I should. Spitflame is better, like, in the long run. Concoct would be good to have, but I just haven't had a creature come out yet that I can play. That's not... Of course this would be good to do, but I think I have to keep Ionize open. Do I just Spitflame that? No, I gotta save it. He's free to hit me with hit Sarkhan for 1 every turn if he wants. I don't really care. Okay, so that's getting ionized. There may have been an argument to use Spitflame on that instead, because I can, knowing that I could kill with Spitflame, maybe Ionize is more valuable in the long term. That might be true. And this also comes back when I summon a dragon. I could kill this now. I think I need to keep that up though. Like, Sarkhan actually growing instead of just staying at 3 would be nice. Oh my god, dude. Well, at this point, I'm going to Chemist's Insight, I think. I could cycle the land. I think I just need to do this. He's out of cards. We need card advantage. We need some proactive plays. Okay, that's good. And Do we cycle the Watery Grave? I think we do. We really need like Bolus or something. It's just, or Niv Mizzet. Just give us one of our creatures and we're good to go. There's no way I don't care about that card. I'm not going to use Ionize on a one attacker. The downside now is that he can actually he can take out Sarkhan if we don't find anything. But like whatever. Okay. So we're going to cycle that first and look for a card that we can actually do something with. If I don't find that, I might just Spitfire the Druid. Okay, thank God. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's annoying. So I can't Spitfire and then Bolus. Although I could, like, theoretically I could just Spitfire, wait, and Bolus next turn. But I just want to slam this down and make him discard and be able to block. This will still be valuable even if I can't bring it back right away. Oh, I do still have the mana for it. So I miscount. Oh, I want Ionize anyway. It's better than Spitfire. Spitflame. Huh. Really? He discarded that against a flyer? Okay. What else is this? What is this card then? Must be pretty good. It's like I play Bolus and you have a card that directly blocks it and kills it. And you discard that one and keep this one. Makes me really curious what card that is. I mean, I feel like I'm in a pretty good position here. I don't think there's a whole lot he can really do. There's a question of whether I should attack or not. I think I should. I don't really want to play two. Well, one argument would be, oh yeah, that's the card that he wants to save. Yeah, you're not going to play that, dude. Sorry. Yeah, I think he concedes here. Okay, we're not. All right, let's dig first for a better card. Yeah. And we'll just we're going to start attacking. I'll play Chemist's Insight just to look for more answers. We don't have an Ionize anymore. The mana isn't so big of a deal. We'll play this tapped. A little bit risky to not have a blocker up. Like, he could have some crazy buff, and I don't think he could kill me, though. He could kill Sarkhan, maybe. I kind of want to kill this. I kind of just want to hit this with a Spitflame now. The reason not to do it would be, like, if he just draws a big threat, I kind of need this. It's really annoying that he's gaining life and stuff, but I think I just have to put up with the annoyance until I have more removal in hand. Like, hitting Sarkhan is not winning him the game. Alright, this kills the token at least, and I can kick it. Actually, I'm going to cycle the Steam Vent first because I could draw Niv Mizzet or something. I want to play Blink of an Eye after I have Niv Mizzet. Okay. When you return a token to the hand, it just dies. It doesn't go back to a hand. It just disappears. All right. I think I can just kill him next turn. Because I have, he'll be at 10. I have 4 damage from explosion. Oh, I guess I don't have enough. I have 4 from explosion, 4 from bolus. So I'm gonna copy that, I think. Should I do that? I believe I should. Just because it just gives me parity for blocking. Like if he wants to attack with all of those, I can just 1/1/1 block them. Yeah, okay. If I had let him just do that, if I had saved the explosion or whatever, giving him potential tokens to buff, because he had a few of those in his deck, I have to assume he had some cards that buffed all of his creatures. I didn't want to risk like letting him get those all up to 3/3 or something, and then attacking and actually being able to kill me. Whereas if I copy the spell, I can just chump with all of the tokens, and then, you know, that's it felt like a safer thing to do. Because I think there's a few green cards in this set. In this, like, oh, okay, wait. So search for Escanta and Bolas make me want to keep this hand. We also can do this on turn 2 if we had to. This is going to help us not miss our land drops. I think I keep it. If I didn't have a blue mana, I wouldn't keep it, I don't think. The issue though is if this is against, like, if this is mono red for instance, and he's really aggro, we're going to kind of be in trouble. So, because like, blink of an eye can be okay against aggro sometimes, but it doesn't really, it slows them down, but you're also slowing yourself down too. So, okay. Oh, I was going to say there's an interesting choice here, but there's not because we don't have black mana. I think I would still play this first anyway. Like, this card is just so important. Okay, he is actually aggro because he just hit me in the face with direct damage. Ritual of Soot will be good, but we need to find those swamps. That's not a swamp. That's a land. Okay. So the land is good. We'll get Bolas out probably. I don't think I'm going to use the bounce on this guy because, like, he has haste anyway. The only argument for doing it is it makes him pay another mana next turn, which could be important. But I'd rather bounce a 2-drop or even better a 3-drop and make him have to replay that. The problem with this deck, okay, that's a really good bounce target, by the way. So I'm going to wait till next turn after he's put some counters on it, and then I'll bounce it. Swamp, please. Okay, thank you. We need one more of those, and we're pretty good to go. So we can do... Bolas now is totally good, I think. And then we still have the ability to bounce the Steamkin if it gets big. He might have some direct damage for this, but like whatever. Like in this type of matchup, when I'm the control deck and he's the aggro deck, my goal is just to slow the game down as much as possible. Even if Bolas dies, if I'm getting a good trade, it's fine. Okay, so he's going to do that. He's going to sack that and kill Bolas. And then this is going to get bigger, and I'm going to bounce this next turn probably. Sarkhan, no, I need another swamp. Bolas is good too. So I could blank and Thought Erasure, which would be okay. I think you just do this though. Like, you saw he had to use like 2 cards just to remove that. If he has to, and he also lost a card when I played Bolus, so now he's going to lose another card. He likely doesn't have the answer in hand anymore. He can probably get the Steam Kid to 4/4 and attack with it. And then the question is whether I should trade or not. I think the reason not to trade would be that I can just bounce it later. I don't think he's going to be able to attack, actually. He's not. I don't think he has another buff. Alright, that's good for me. Sarkhan, no, I don't want you to go away. That's slow. Okay, so now probably Blink Thought Erasure is really good. Maybe I should save the Blink during his turn in case he buffs it even more. The only annoying thing is I think he can use it to make mana after I blink it, maybe. Let's Thought Erasure first. Let's see. I could have also copied this and made him discard his whole hand. Okay. Oh, so he did that just so he didn't lose the value on it. That makes sense. Maybe I should copy that now. If I copy it, then I can't bounce this guy and I have to trade. No, I'm going to bounce him. Oh, so he spent the counters? Wow, that's aggressive. Okay. Shock does how much damage? So now I get to kill it instead of bouncing it. That's really good. My health is really low though. Oh, I should have kept that. Fuck, man. I should have kept it because it was a black and I could have done ritual. Does he have a combat trick? With his 1 card. Not quite a combat trick, but the fact that that didn't hit me in the face is totally cool. Do I transform now? No, I'm not going to transform it because, like, that's not what I want. Sarkhan now, maybe? Chemist's Insight might just be better. I just want the cards right now. There we go. So I'm going to clear whatever his next board is going to die. The problem is he could get haste. If he gets another one of these, it's going to be sketchy for me. He's going to be able to get me pretty low pretty fast. My health, if he draws more burn, I can just die to it. I don't actually have a way to heal. So I need to get like a creature down on the board and start swinging to end the game. If he, I don't expect him to hold any cards, but if he does, I can just make him dump them. Like, I don't know what you... Yeah, okay. That's good, I'll take that. And... I think I'll transform it now, because I think I have just enough answers in hand right now. This can at least put him on a little bit of a timer, but I really am worried about direct damage. I don't think I can discard anything. Thought Erasure maybe isn't that good. I'll get rid of that. I could draw even more. Cycle the land out. I think I need to save the mana for cast down. Because if he plays like a haste minion, I just need to kill it right away. I can't take any damage now. If he has Experimental Frenzy, I'm kind of fucked. I need to get Ionize in hand as well. That would really, really help. Ionize is probably my best draw. Fuck, man. I really don't want to cast this down, but I think I have to. Mostly because he's top decking. Like, I know it's just a 1-1, but I need to just keep him out of range. Oh, I forgot he could do that. Fuck, man. So that was pointless. He was going to get that damage. Well, I guess it wasn't pointless because he, did he hit Sarkhan instead of me? Okay, another cast down. Maybe I just dig now. I need a 3, 4. I need one more land for concoct. I'm not going to get rid of any of those cards though. So I still have another cast down, which is good. I can kill anything he plays. If he gets another, I don't want to see, what's it called? The Pyromancer would be good for him because it just damages me before I can do anything. Alright, he drew a land. That's good for me. I could Insight right now. Let's do that. Alright. More land. Well, there's all the boluses. Okay. I'll put one down. I don't mind having another in hand in case he draws removal for it. We just need to kill him. I'm going to discard the Escanta. I don't think we need it yet. Or anymore. He could have like, okay, that was one of his better draws. Takes us down to, oh no it wasn't, never mind. It has haste, so whatever, but we're just going to kill it. I'd say he's good to concede right now. Let me test something. I want to see if I can play this when this is already out. I think I can, but I just want to make sure. Alright, so we have to play Soot now, I guess. Kind of annoying. No, I guess I could have just used Bolus on that or whatever, but... If he has, like, Experimental Frenzy, I could actually die. I don't think an aggro deck is going to run Inescapable Blaze. Okay, so he's going to hit me for 3. That's kind of scary. I guess I'll just let it go. I was thinking about copying it, but I think there's Ionized, so that keeps us safe, actually. So let's draw 2 cards. Let's see here. Play a land. Explosion is, I just want to keep enough up for Ionize, but I don't think I'm going to kill him with it anyway. Concoct. Do I have a good concoct target? No. This is too confusing. Which part is confusing here? The just the basic mechanics, or like specifically this game, or I guess this is confusing, right? So like a planeswalker, you have your abilities on it, the +1s. You see the little number at the bottom. Okay, that's really gonna kill me if I didn't have Ionize, but I have Ionize. Like these numbers here, so like every time you do a +1, you do the thing the +1 says, and then it goes up. And then the -7 is like the alt. This guy's alt is a -12. So next turn I'm going to use him and create 5 or 4 5/5 dragons, which is like insane. And then so like I do the -7, create the dragons. And then I'm going to draw cards. Niv Mizzet is good. Too bad I didn't get Niv Mizzet first. Okay, so I'm kind of scared because I don't have another Ionize in hand yet. So like if he draws another one of these Pyromancers, I'm going to die, which is like ridiculous. So I should try to draw as many cards as I can. Let's play Niv Mizzet first, I think. I might be able to kill him with Niv. And then we do I don't have any cheap spells though. I need to draw a card. With that, now we're not going to have the mana for Ionize if we draw it. There's an Ionize. Do we have the mana? We have one more mana to play down, right? Okay, that was perfect. So, attack. He should have conceded, probably. The argument for him not conceding is like he actually got me down to 2. If he had got another one of these guys and I didn't have Ionize up. Okay. This would have been able to take us down to 1. But Jesus Christ, that was a long game for an aggro matchup. Like, probably I should have been able to kill him sooner than I did. I think I shouldn't have even... Transforming Nicol Bolas was a little bit sketchy because I took damage off the board for a turn. But I also drastically increased the draw capability of the deck, which is what allowed me to not lose. It's hard to say what was the right move. We needed to draw Niv Mizzet earlier, because the one weak side of this deck is like it runs 4 copies of Bolas and 3 copies of Niv Mizzet, but they're both legendary creatures. So like if you have one of them out, like if you have one Bolas out, you can't play another one. So it can be hard to like have enough damage on the board. Okay. This is I'm scared to keep this hand because I only have 2 land. One upside is I have Bolus in hand. I have playable expansion, and I have Sarkhan with 1 more mana. So I think I'm going to keep it just because like it's very close, I would say. And he's white, so it's scary for sure. Because he's gonna have a lot of stuff out really fast, I think. Although this makes me think he's not super fast. Golden Demise is pretty good. We need to start trying some land though. Like we need well, any land will do. We can put Sarkhan down and start cycling stuff out. Like we have 2 Niv in hand. That's too much. Okay, that's good. Can't do it this turn though. He looks like to be actually more control, which is a little bit scary because he can counter now. Like, let's see if he counters this. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I'd rather him counter this than Bolus, I guess. Alright, no counter. Now I'm wondering if I just want to cycle this out. Probably blinking the... we don't need to Niv right now. We need to get more land. And actually play the Niv that we have. So we can play Bolus next turn, which is really good. He didn't have a counter for Sarkhan. He maybe would decide not to counter this because it doesn't immediately threaten him, but I feel like if I'm playing against a control matchup and my opponent plays a Planeswalker, even if it's only a 3-mana Planeswalker, I'm probably going to counter it. Okay. Kind of annoying, but it doesn't... I'm just going to block it with Bolus, so it doesn't really matter. I've never seen this card in play, so I don't really know what his deck is going to be trying to do. Maybe he has some kind of way to buff this up. He got rid of a land. Okay. Let's... Oh, we could have ramped out Nif Mizzet. God damn it. That was a misplay. Okay, so, let's not cycle anything. I think we have good stuff in hand. Although we kind of want an Ionize or something like that. I just don't know enough what his deck is trying to do. Like, if he might just suddenly flood the board or something, I don't want to give this up in case I really need it. But that was a really big misplay. Like, with Sarkhan out, I could have ramped Niv Mizzet out faster. Okay, that's annoying, but it's actually good that he used his removal on that instead of Niv. Sure. Okay, so we need blue, 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 red. Wait, do we have enough red? Red, 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 blue, blue. Yeah, we do. Okay. Blue, 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 red. Wait. Red, 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 blue, blue, blue. Okay. Kind of want to bounce this for tempo. It shouldn't matter though, right? I don't think it matters. If I kicker this, I get more value from Niv. I guess I kick it so I save it, right? Or just blink it so I can save it. I never even thought about doing that, but that makes sense. Annoyed that I didn't get to block, but I'll take it. I'm 1 mana short of being able to ramp out Bolas. I'm gonna get rid of this at this point, I think. I can actually still transform this guy. Next turn, actually. Oh, okay. That sucks. So he's probably got multiples of that in his deck. I don't want to go too wide. And I guess my board clear would have been good now. It's annoying. This is fine though. We're just gonna check his hand real quick. Yeah, Concoct is good. Bolas, take away his other card, block the Hawk. Mana doesn't do anything for us, really. Although I could have kept mana open for expansion, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We're going to get rid of this land now. I want to get that in hand and start drawing more answers. This can just get Niv Mizzet back. I guess I saw that. I should have known he could do that. Like, I wasn't really thinking when I discarded my board clear. Okay. So we just bring back Niv. Oh, that was stupid. I was thinking that I could like ramp him out, but I'm casting with Concoct. I'm not casting from hand. No. So I'm not going to attack, like... Or maybe I do. I feel like I'm at such an advantage, I should just attack. Just put pressure on him, make him block, make him die. I don't want it to be another game where he drags out for 20 minutes and actually tries to find a way back in. If I'm actually just hitting him, he's going to run out of answers very quickly. Sarkhan doesn't really matter that much. Okay, how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can explosion for 4. And then I'm going to clear the tokens. And then hit face and kill him. Sarkhan's a kind of interesting planeswalker. You don't really see him too often, I feel like, and he it's kind of weird. Like when you're not playing this, before I started playing this, the planeswalkers all kind of felt the same to me, because like ultimately, usually it's like their first ability is some form of like draw a card. The second ability is usually some form of do damage or remove something. And then the ult is just like some variant of win the game. And like, Sarkhan has like 2+ abilities, which is kind of cool. Instead of having any kind of removal, he can just do 2 things that are helpful. I'll keep this. Ionize an opening hand is pretty strong. Cast down an opening hand is pretty strong. It's a lot of land available is also good because when we draw into the stuff that... So if he's mono red, that's a really good draw too. If he's mono... Whoops. Fuck, okay. Oh no, that's fine. Mono red we can cast down. Like, it's really not the answer you want. Like, okay, it's not mono red, is it? Cool. So our goal is just to get our shit out faster than him. We don't want him to resolve Niv Mizzet before we do, but it's looking like our hand is pretty good for doing that. So, how big is it to have cast down available? I don't think it matters that much, but we just get it down anyway. Okay. So playing Opt makes me think he's Is It Drakes. Opt is like gonna buff the Drakes, like the Crackling Drake and the Enigma Drake. Is It Drakes I think still does play Niv Mizzet though. But I'm gonna have to look out for these like 3 and 4 drops, which are good removal targets for cast down. Okay, that's weird. Cast down doesn't answer Niv Mizzet though. That's the problem. The real version of this deck with the sideboard, you have Vraska's Contempt. So if you play against somebody and they're playing a bunch of legendaries, you can switch out for Vraska. But like this version I don't have a Vraska's Contempt in there. I just have 2 cast down and like Spitfire. So I'm kind of weak against legendaries that I can't directly remove. And Planeswalkers too are kind of an issue. Okay, that's getting ionized for sure. It's like the ultimate ionized target, kind of. Discard, please. Nothing feels better than like ionizing when they use all of their mana and you counter it. And this is a card that you basically can't remove once it's on the board. But I just was able to deal with it, so it's pretty cool. Lightning Strike. Is he going to double card to kill this? I guess he is, or he wouldn't have done that. Yeah, okay. So if I get a land, I can just concoct right back into my hand. I actually really do need to get a land, though, because otherwise this is just a dead hand. If I get a land, I can play Rawl. Ah, oh, fuck. Okay. Well, it's a dead hand. I feel like that was a really important turn to not have a dead hand. Like, I could have just concocted Bolas back and been totally good. But now I'm just kind of... it's not the juiciest target, but I really do need to draw a land, so I'm going to do it. Because if I don't draw a land again, he's actually not having anything either, so just give me a land, please. That's good too, I think. Although I would definitely rather have a land. Because if he has Niv Mizzet, for instance, okay, and I can't ionize that, it's a 7/4, but I can cast down. Because ionize is not going to help me against Niv Mizzet. Okay, that's fine. I still would have preferred a land, I think, but... Well, I guess not. I get a land, I was going to concoct this out for just paying more mana to cast it. So he's going to discard... Dive down, okay. I wonder if he even runs Niv Mizzet. Like, this deck seems a little bit lower curve, and they don't really... Although he's running like maximum, but these are just to buff the Enigma Drake and Crackling Drake more than anything, I think. Alright, that's good. So the problem here is like, I'd like to play Raw to put more pressure on him, but I think Ionize is more valuable than anything because he's out of cards. If he draws like Crackling Drake and I counter it, I think he's pretty shut out of the game. The downside is if he actually does run Niv Mizzet, then I'm just gonna waste my mana basically. So I think I just have to keep that up though. It's like Crackling, yeah, like I'm just really afraid of Crackling Drake. I could just cast it down though, you know. Oh, he's dead. Yeah. Maybe I should have played Raw because knowing that he was only going to be able to play one thing on that turn, and I knew I couldn't counter Niv Mizzet, so the only real threat was like a Crackling Drake or an Enigma Drake, which I could have just used cast down on, and then having Raw out would have snowballed the advantage a lot more. Probably that was... I don't think I did that correctly then, considering all that. Although I guess if he played like another Rekindling Phoenix or something, it would have been better to have the mana up to counter that. Because casting that down isn't really a good answer. Okay. So I'm thinking this is one of the hands I just can't keep. Like, yeah, I can play double Thought Erasure, that's cool. Well, it surveils. The problem with this hand is if he's aggro, it's just not good enough. Wow, okay. So the problem with this hand is if I keep trying land, I'm just dead. I'm going to keep it though. I feel like mulliganing down once isn't that bad because you get to scry. Like if you're mulliganing because your land mixture isn't very good, it's like, yeah, you don't get as many cards, but you're scrying, and you can really help reduce the likelihood that you're just going to be completely flooded or otherwise. Okay, so I want... Sarkhan is going to come out next turn, and he can help me deal with this mana flood that I have. Another Izzet opponent with Opt, so it's probably, yeah, Enigma and Crackling Drakes. Sarkhan is still really good here, I think. He's going to hit it, I guess, but at least he's not hitting me. At least I can start looking for my answers here. How good? This is a little bit slow. It can slow him down, though. I think I don't need this much land yet. Oh, another one of these. Cool. I can kicker those at least. Like next turn, if I needed to, I could just kicker his Drake away, I guess. Oh, he's gonna kill Sarkhan. That's annoying. He did have to use a card to make it happen, but it's probably worth it. Okay. I'm gonna hold the Ionize up then. Crackling Drake would be a really good target for this. The Phoenix would be a good target. Even another Enigma Drake I would use it on. Because this is gonna get big. If there's two of them, it gets bigger a lot faster. Yeah, that's fine. I would have rather got a Crackling Drake, but okay. So not having Sarkhan now is really hurting us because we don't have a draw engine. We're gonna have to start doing stuff like this just to draw into Bolas or Niv Mizzet. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Drawing into Niv Mizzet now, though, would be really strong because we have the mana for it. We could get it down before he has, like, the answers. Okay, Bolas is good. Totally good. It can block the Drake. It's probably going to die to removal, but we're taking a card away from him, too. I don't think his hand... I think he has a lot of cards and no land, so these are all probably decent value cards, and he's going to have to give up one. Yeah, he gave up an Enigma Drake. Or Crackly Drake. I'm always really surprised when people discard that because that's a cantrip. Like, it's the synergy of his whole deck, and then it draws a card when it enters the battlefield, so... letting me, like, all he needed was one more land to play that. It just seems really weird. Like, what else does he have that's so good? So I think he has a direct damage for this, but I'm going to make the trade. Okay, he didn't have anything. Or maybe he might have a shock or something still. I think that's worth doing. We drew out some of his removal. And then we're going to make him discard another card too. Blue, black, red. So what's he going to discard this time? He has a jump start on this. Oh, he discarded risk factor. Okay. Sure. So his Beacon Bolt will kill Bolas right now. It could also kill Sarkhan. We're out of cards. We're actually not in a very good spot right now. Yeah, I think he kills Sarkhan probably. Huh? No, okay. We can do Explosion for 3, which is pretty good. Actually, we could do it for 4. The problem is we have to hit him in the face with it. The thing is, like, if I don't do that, I'm out of cards. I think I just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. We're basically doing this for card draw because I just need, like, answers and stuff to do. So I just got a bunch of land. Alright, that's good at least. It'll eventually let me get some cards. Kind of expensive, not really what I wanted, but the problem is he's going to actually be pressuring us really soon, and we're kind of at the mercy of card draw at this point. So that's useless. Do I cycle a land before I play this? Yeah, I think I do. God damn, dude. Okay, so Chemist's Insight. Niv Mizzet finally. Cast Down is really good. We have to wait till next turn for Niv Mizzet, unfortunately, but Cast Down is totally fine. He doesn't have mana to counter either. He's actually... Sarkhan is close to being able to ult, so he really has to worry about that and use, like, probably things he doesn't want to use on Sarkhan. He might risk factor if he doesn't have a better play. Crack Enigma Drake again, okay. We can just Explosion again if we really wanted, but... I don't think Niv Mizzet will survive. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have the explosion for 1, which feels really shitty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm gonna get a lot of value out of it. Just like tempo to spend my mana. It's just because like Niv Mizzet's out, I want to get the pings out. I want to draw more cards. Okay, so I just keep trying land. He probably has to do direct damage on Sarkhan. Yeah, he has to do that. Okay, so that's fine. And I draw another card from that. I get another ping from that. Okay, so gonna concoct Bolus out, I guess. Maybe I cycle first. Do I care about his content anymore? Probably. It's still kind of good, I guess. Oh, there's another Bolus I can just play. Maybe I just do this because it will give me another ping and another card draw. And I get Surveil. I want another explosion, actually, because I can just kill him. Hit him in the face with it and kill him. Ionize, okay. I mean, I draw the cards anyway, right? Well, he only has one card in hand. Now he's not going to have... He'll be able to risk factor if he really wants to. But, it's like, I don't think he's got much to do here. I'm not going to attack. There's no real reason to attack. Like, we're probably just going to kill him with pings next. Oh, he's got Niv out. Okay. That's annoying, but he doesn't have any cards to use with it, really, so it should be fine. Interested to see if he attacks. I don't really think it matters much. Yeah, okay. Thought Erasure. It's kind of useless. Although I guess, like... Can I kill Niv with pings alone? I need to play a lot of stuff. I'm going to try to do it. I think killing Niv is like important if I can make it happen. It should be easy to do it, actually. He's going to draw cards, but it's fine. He might be able to kill my Niv. I think I kill his first. It's kind of annoying, like, having two of these out. Oh, he's hitting Sarkhan? Are you shitting me? Why would you do that? I guess I just could have killed him. Like, Niv had 5 health. I could just have killed him, right? But I mean, it's too late for that. I just don't want him to have Niv Mizzet. Like, I didn't want him to come back with that card. But I really should have thought a little bit harder about that, right? I was thinking about doing this just for more pings. I definitely miss lethal right there. I was just afraid of playing too many cards, and then he was gonna be able to like if I played too many cards, I didn't want to give him a bunch of pings. So like I played a safer thing where I just made sure I killed his Nif Mizzet first priority, and then I knew I had the resources available to just kill him after that. But I don't know. Probably there was a little bit less overkill way to do that. This has been a pretty good run. I think it's mostly because we haven't gone up against any aggro. Although maybe we did, I just don't remember. But that's usually how I tend to lose on this deck now is I go against like, especially those white decks that just curve out. It's been really, really difficult to deal with those. So hopefully I just keep avoiding them. Yeah, I'm thinking if I want to modify the deck at all, like the concoct. When I was playing last night, which was like the first time I really used the deck, I felt like those were a little bit clunky, mostly because the connive was never really that good, but the concoct is actually really good. So it's not really great to cut those, I don't think. And then because I'm just trying to think of how to get more board clear into the deck, basically, and something other than cast down to remove like a legendary creature. Because I don't have any answer against their Nif Mizzet unless my Nif Mizzet's already out. Okay, so we have double red and Sarkhan for card draw. Thought Erasure for, I think this is good. Okay, so we're against either Merfolk or Mono Blue, kind of scary. We need to get cast down online on turn 2. So we're going to Guildgate and then Mountain next turn. And we'll cast down the biggest threat that he has up. And then we'll just oh, interesting. Do I even want to cast down on that? I don't think I do. I don't think that's worth it. So I'm going to do Thought Erasure instead, which means I have to shock. But it's if I think it's mono blue, I definitely want to Thought Erasure. I do think it's actually mono blue though. So let's shock. This just isn't a threat. Like I need to save this until he uses Curious Obsession. Okay. So it's definitely mono blue. He has every counter in the game in his hand. We're never going to be able to resolve Bolas, I don't think. Fuck, man. I mean, I guess Essence Scatter is just... We're not going to be able to do anything. Like, I don't know what to do here. Probably... We just want to take one of these down at least. Let's take the Essence Scatter away. Steam Vents is... I think I have to keep it. Because all my... I need to get to 4 mana. I mean... One advantage... I've played this deck a lot, this mono blue deck. He needs to save his mana. Like, he doesn't have enough land. So all he can do is kind of sit there and wait for me. He doesn't want to tap all his mana out. Because then I can play stuff. So, like, he already messed up. If I play... oh, no, he can Spell Pierce, though. Yeah, okay. Like, if I play Sarkhan now, he just Spell Pierces it, right? So the question is, do I just Sarkhan to get it out of his hand? And I think the answer is yes. Like, I know I could do this next turn and then have the mana. Oh, he used a Wizard's Retort on that? That was stupid. He should have used Spell Pierce. That was just a mistake. So I got rid of his Wizard Retort, which is good. Unfortunately, he left enough mana up now, I think. I can't play Bolas next turn. Oh, he fucked up again. Okay. Oh, no, that's a wizard. Yeah, so this only costs 2 now. So I can't do Bolas. So we're going to cast down the Curious Obsession. He can use Spell Pierce. And I can actually pay... Oh, no, I can't. He can just Spell Pierce it. Yeah, fine. I have to try. Like, I have to make him use up his resources. That's really the only way I'm going to be able to do anything eventually. Because he is out of stuff now, but he can draw now with Curious. Bolas though is going to really help me stabilize, assuming I can resolve it, which I can't right now. So let's see here. If I had 1 more mana, I could use Expansion to copy the retort and counter it. I think I'm gonna do... I feel like I should just do Connive and try to steal this and just make him counter it. Alternatively, I could Chemist's Insight and hope he doesn't counter it so that I have more stuff available. Let's just... I think I just have to draw the counter at the... It's really not a fun end. You don't want to be on this end of this mono blue deck. Like when I've played the deck, when I have all those counters in hand, it's like, yeah, there's nothing they're going to do to me. Oh, I forgot he could even do that, yeah. So he didn't even have to use his Wizard's Retort for that. I should have definitely done Chemist's Insight, knowing what I know. That was just a misplay. So I'm probably dead here. Even if I resolved Bolas somehow, it wouldn't be enough, and I'm not going to resolve it. So he beat me. He had pretty much the ideal hand that you can have in that deck, and when that deck has its ideal start, it's pretty difficult to ever beat it. Like you get Curious Obsession on one of your guys, and then you just use your counters to protect it. And there's really no way to do anything there. I came kind of close. Like, I think if I had 1 more mana down, and I could have got Bolas on the board. But then I still had to draw out all of his removal, all of his counters, so that I could use a spell to kill his Curious Obsession, and then I would have maybe been able to win. But my health is low and he has unblockable creatures, so it gets really tricky. But that was fine. I mean, I definitely misplayed a few though. There are a few plays where I could have done better, and I don't think I would have won anyway. But just knowing that I misplayed is kind of valuable to play better next time. Okay. I'm going to keep this because we're likely going to be able to play Sarkhan. Spitflame is playable on 3. Blink of the Eye is playable. And we got... I feel for this deck, I really do like having... the 4 land start, because it's just like everything in the deck really wants to have more mana, and the more mana you can get. Okay, so we can Thought Erasure right now. That's a really good draw. Oh my god, okay. So this is all just terrifying. It's either History or Angel we want to get rid of. Angel is easier to answer, like, with a spell that we don't have yet. I think I get rid of History, though. This is just too strong of a card. We don't want another land. We need cast down now. We want to try to find an answer for that angel. He's got Justice Strike against Bolas, yeah. We can't play Sarkhan because we don't have another red yet. Oh, we have Spitflame for the angel. Fuck, yeah. I should have thought of that when I was... I mean, I made the right decision, but I forgot the crucial information, so that's kind of dumb. Okay. So when he plays Justice Strike on Bolas, we can actually blink it back. I think that might be worth doing. Or no, we can't, because we need more mana to do that if we're going to... Do I bounce that ever? I don't think it matters right now. I think he just did it because he didn't have a better play. Another Bolas. That's good. Totally fine. So let him kill this one. He loses a card. Then we just play another one. Justice Strike, it's a very efficient removal spell because it's conditional. But he doesn't have a lot of land out anyway. And he really wanted to play like the Angel or something. And now he's going to have to Justice Strike instead of developing his own creature. And then I can just play another Bolas and he's going to hit some pretty bad card disadvantage. Took a land away. Okay, I don't think that's right. I think he should have got rid of... If he knew my deck well enough, he should have got rid of Settle the Wreckage. But whatever, I don't know. Justice Strike. Settle the Wreckage is good against aggro. I don't really think it's that important against a deck like this. Okay, second Bolas goes down. I expect him to I don't know what card that is, but probably he gets rid of Settle the Wreckage. Like, that's what I would get rid of, generally. No. Heroic Reef. He should have kept that, probably. Although he didn't really have anything to buff it. Okay, that's just going to eat a Spitflame. Escanta is a great draw. Too bad we can't play it right now if we Spitflame. We have to take this off the board, though. It's just too good. And this is a free attack. He can't Settle the Wreckage right now. This is really just kind of a shitty removal spell for him at this point. Still no land, so we just have to get this down and search for land. If we attack now, he can just exile me. We would be able to find a mountain and play Sarkhan or Rawl. I think it's important to just kind of hold this guy, though. So, just because, like, he doesn't have anything to do with the mana anyway. And then exiling this means we can't... Oh, we have one in the graveyard anyway, but I don't know. So he didn't get a good draw. We need a land. It's greedy of me, but I'm going to graveyard this and actually look for a land, because we can play this stuff immediately. If I get this, I'm probably going to get a land, but it's a turn slower. So, that might be good. At this point, though, I'm going to... Oh, I can just blink of the eye back this guy back in, so I'm just going to attack. I forgot I could do that. Make him use the card. Just save it from getting exiled. He's just going to let me damage. Okay. That's fine. I almost want to bounce this guy just to play him again and make him keep discarding. But I think that's a little bit of a waste. I'll wait until his turn to do that. I'm just going to discard one of these and play that. I just need a land, man. Give me a land. We have such a high likelihood of getting one, so... Good enough, man. I'll pay the life. So let's attack first and see if he's gonna settle the wreckage. Yeah. So I just cycle that basically. Like I don't get to play raw, but I'm. This is a card advantage. I'm gonna win through card advantage, and this is like totally good. What color do I want? Fuck. I want red. What's oh, no card to choose. Okay, fine. What's that? It's because he didn't exile anything, but it's bugging out. Okay, cool. Basically, like that card lets me look for a land for everything that got exiled. But I saved my card, so I didn't get to choose anything. But it still gave me the prompt. Yeah, I'll keep that 100%. Unfortunately, I can't play it right now. I mean, I could hold the mana for it, but I'm just gonna bolus again and make him discard. I think that's just really good. Oh, and I get my Spitfire back too. Yeah, sure. Spit flame, sorry, not fire. Is he gonna... Wow, that's so inefficient, dude. Like, you're never gonna win if you do that. Like, just never. I'm gonna dump it. I just need to get Niv Mizzet, I think. We'll get Raw down, start doing stuff with him. Just start drawing cards, basically. There's Niv. So next turn we'll just play Sark. Well, we can play Sarkon now, actually. Next turn, Sarkon can ramp out Niv Mizzet, and then we just kind of win the game, basically. I don't even know what his deck is doing, but I don't want to get rid of Soot in case he just suddenly makes a bunch of tokens or some bullshit. Like that's one of the ways he could at least put a threat on me. Yeah, thank God he surrendered. Like, sometimes it's fun to just like do your combos and do all that shit, but it's only fun if like you're actually in a game where there's a chance you could lose. When it's just like they have no cards in hand, they're not doing anything. It's not fun to just spend like 3 turns slowly killing them. Okay, so we paid 500 to buy into this. We're already at 800 gold, so it's pretty cool. If we win just one more, we doubled our gold by doing this event. And we're gonna get like 2 rares. It'd be nice to get the land. Like this is actually, it's worth repeating. It's a suboptimal version of the deck because I don't have the right mana base. I need like 4 more gold, 4 more rare lands. That's why I have like these guild gates and stuff are not supposed to be guild gates, and it's definitely causing some stumbles. Like when I need a card to be played and I have a guild gate, that should actually be a land that I could shock or just have it play untapped. Pretty similar to our starting hand last time, except we don't have a black mana. We could... I don't think I can keep this. This is a little bit better. It's not great, but I'll keep it. I'll keep the Ionize. It's kind of... it's kind of tricky because like Ionize is very good, but if yeah, like if they're this white aggro or something, yeah, like this deck by the time, and especially when they curve out really well, it's just becomes so like it gets to be too late, you know? Like if they already have two creatures out synergizing, oh wow, this is so Loxodon is a real threat, but these guys are going to go off. He can play two of these guys next turn if I don't take one out. The Loxodon I can ideally counter. So I'm going to take out the Vanguard. I think I have to keep a land. Knave could win us the game. It's very far away though. Like turn 6, assuming we don't miss any more land drops. But he's gonna 3, 4, 5. As long as he has another land, he's gonna be able to convoke out the Loxodon next turn, and that'll be a perfect target for Ionize. So the problem, of course, like this is what I'm talking about, like an aggro. Okay, I'm not gonna Ionize it. He's already at the threshold here. I need to just Ionize that. It feels like shit, but I think I just have to do that. But this is what I mean. Like, okay, so I have an Ionize, cool. I can prevent a threat from coming out, but look at this. Like, what do I do? Okay, so now, let's see. This is coming out for 2. If I play Bolus, I can actually start removing stuff, but he's going to get a Loxodon out, and they're all going to get buffed. So, but the Loxodon, he at least can't attack if he does that. I think if I don't play Bolus, he just attacks again instead of convoking. So I think I just play this. I don't think I'm going to win, but I think this is like more likely to win somehow. The Loxodon is at least is just a 4/4. For him to convoke it, he has to sacrifice his attack this turn, which he doesn't really want to do. But he might do it. Yeah. So I don't think I can do anything. I needed a board clear probably. And I just got another unplayable card. So I think I'm just dead. If he attacks with everything, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, yeah, I'm dead. If I had drawn Ritual of Soot, he just would have died, I think. And that's why I'm considering removing removing something and putting another ritual in there. It's just because like that's how I'm tending to lose these games. If you're playing best 2 out of 3, you can kind of use that as an information game, and then you just hard sideboard in a bunch of sweep, and then you're pretty favored from there, I think. But when you're doing best of 1, I don't know that having in my entire deck having just 2 sweeper cards, I don't know if that's good enough. I have a playable cast down and a playable thought erasure, and I have all the mana colors in. The problem is I only have 2 lands. This can surveil me though. I'm gonna risk keeping it. I have Bolus too. Like, having 2 lands is never really that good, but Bolus is only a 4-drop. And when you have something like a Surveil available and something to hold out early aggro, it's like makes me feel that I'm just on the threshold where I can keep this deck or keep this hand instead of mulligan. Okay. I mean, I could have played. I'm not going to cast down an Llanowar Elf. Okay, that's going to get cast down though. So Thought Erasure would be cool if I could do it now, but I can't. I just have to remove that for sure. So this is just mono green aggro. Being able to remove this guy is pretty big because that's one of the big ways he wins is just getting that resolved and swinging. And now, as long as I can draw a land next turn, a playable land, I can get Bolas out, which is pretty good. Well, okay, that's really good. So this blocks everything, and he's losing card advantage. Niv Mizzet, if I can get 2 more lands, Niv is coming down. I have a Thought Erasure to whittle down his card advantage even more. His board isn't really a threat right now. Okay, I jinxed it. How is that F10? How the fuck is that? Oh man, if I had only been able to get that out of his hand. Isn't that crazy? 5 mana for a 10/10? I mean, it's 5 green, but still. Okay, what do I do? I just have to dig for cast down, I guess. Thought Erasure would be nice if he has another really big threat, but I just like have to find a way to not have to jump block that. Well, that didn't do it. Wow, that's... I mean, I can see why people don't run this. Jesus Christ, dude, okay. I can see why people don't run this deck. Okay, okay, whatever, dude. Wait, how did he have... Oh, I see, okay. Well, I'm not winning this one. Yeah. Man, that's insane. Like, the problem... So if I had known the deck had shit like that in it, I guess I wouldn't have cast down the 5/4 because Bolas could have blocked it. And then I used the cast down on the 10/10 and he wouldn't have been able to get the other thing out. But that was just shit. Like, I don't know. He had a pretty good curve out there. Alright, let's hope we got some lands that I need. It would be really good. Nope. Nope. Too bad. Well, I got a lot of gold at least. I think I'm done for now. Thank you guys for watching. I really am enjoying this deck. If I were going to put another sweeper in there, there's only one Spit Flame. I think that makes sense though. Maybe I take a Blink of the Eye. I don't know. That's... I cut 1 Ionize to put the Ritual of Soot in there. I think that's fine. I think having 4 Ionize, you really like it in the control matchup, but it just ends up being kind of bad in aggro a lot of times. Maybe cut like a Thought Erasure and put in another sweeper. I'll think about it, but thank you guys for watching. Bye.